today we're going to challenge ourselves and make a whole page of just acrylic markers. So we're going to use these Artex acrylic markers, and we have some Posca acrylic markers. So the only time I use acrylic markers are for like these, for background and maybe some details. And let's see, I have another one. Yeah, so it's just like for pops of color. And the first time I ever got my Posca pens, I did make this spread to just test it out, and this is all I got. And there's some details with it here, so that's just watercolor, and I added a few Posca pens. So this time we're going to challenge ourselves and make a whole page using just acrylic markers, and I'm going to allow myself to still use pencils for sketching. So let's get into it. Okay, just a quick note, I want to say that this is not a sponsored video. I bought these markers as a birthday gift to myself, and I'm making myself use them. So I made some sketches, and as you can see, we have an animal theme going on, where all the characters have their own little animal friends. I think if I were using art materials that I am more familiar with, this page would have turned out better, but this is a challenge I have set for myself by buying these supplies. I haven't used acrylic paints in years, and so I kind of forgot how they work, and acrylic markers are something else altogether. I was kind of expecting that I could blend colors, and for the most part, I felt kind of lost on what to do. You can see the indecisiveness of my process, and at least the one good thing about acrylics is that it's forgiving in the sense that you can always cover mistakes to a certain point. And so I decided to give up on this page, and now I'm starting a new page with a little more understanding on how this medium works. So for this sketch, I decided that I would simplify things, make it a bit bigger, and add fewer details. And since this marker set has such pretty pastel colors, I might as well use them and push the colors in this piece to really shine. I just need to point out real quick something I didn't realize until after I finished the whole painting. She has a really, really long neck. Yeah, I didn't notice anything while I was drawing. So let's all pretend it's part of her character design. Like Candace Flynn from Phineas and Ferb. I think you're gonna see more of it once I get to her clothes. Oh, her neck is so long. Now, I realized that I would have probably gotten way better results with these markers if I had bothered to look up tutorials before starting. But I'm not the best at sitting through tutorials. I can't keep focus or keep up. I get overwhelmed by too much information or frustrated with irrelevant information. But one thing that has helped me with tutorials and learning art is to play around with the materials on my own first. Make all the mistakes and go through the process. That way, when I do watch tutorials, I understand some of the things they are talking about. So this is something I always do with new materials. I try to figure them out by myself first, and then once I know the things that I don't know, then I can find specific videos or parts of the videos that I want to watch. So for example, for this, I could look up how to create flat characters, or how to color block when you're making character designs, because I think that's where acrylic markers would shine. And you can see that I try to do this here, but I'm not sure on how to do it. Another tutorial that I think I need is to really learn how to create highlights and shadows on a face, because my lack of knowledge was emphasized with this medium. Because unlike alcohol markers, which I usually use, I just kind of feel where I want to put the blush, put the shadows, and leave the highlights, and as long as I blend everything in, it looks good enough. And you don't notice the mistakes as much as you do here. Like, I have no idea where to put those blues down. So like I've seen it before on other people's drawings where they would like use really out of nowhere colors like the blues and the purples, but you can see that I have no idea where they need to go. So that's a tutorial I need, and the tutorial isn't even how to use acrylic markers, and I wouldn't know that without trying these materials first. So that's an art tip for you guys. Now, I still think I could learn a thing or two from how to use acrylic markers tutorials. Definitely. So I should do these things. But honestly, I feel like I would just procrastinate and end up using these markers as I usually do. But after this whole challenge, I think I will try to push myself a little bit more and incorporate them in my mixed media sketchbook spreads, which I think is a win. Like, I am definitely less afraid to use them now. And so I decided to finish this off with some gouache paint. And I think this is like a fair representation of trying a new medium, you know, like it's not perfect, it's not as good as like your usual stuff will be, and I just wanted to share that with everyone. And hopefully when you try a new medium, you're not as harsh on yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and keep creating. Bye. Yeah, that's all in Japanese. Posu te ru I e ro iero posu ka pasu te re iro. What? It's katakana. Okay, so it was pasteru. Oh shit. It just means pastel yellow. Oh, god damn it. Mizuiro. Mizuiro. I guess it's like water. Water blue. And this one. Pasteru purple. I can still read Japanese. Good for me.